I have some good news. This year, wedding photography is on easy mode. Over the past few years, I've seen a lot of photographers complaining that bookings are down, that no one's inquiring, and when they did, they didn't even have the budget to book with you. That photographers were getting ghosted more than ever before, and to add to all of that, the market has become even more saturated than ever before. Well, I have some good news. This year, it's a better year. And I've talked about the negatives, but how about some of the positives that have happened over these past years? Great autofocus and mirrorless cameras now, making our work easier than ever before. AI editing, keeping your galleries consistent from start to finish. Programs like Focal Ignite, who will just run paid ads for you and will give you a studio manager to work with those leads and to book weddings while you're out at the grocery store or you're slamming lunch highballs in Tokyo. I actually don't have B-roll of that. And the much feared engagement gap is finally over. If you're not familiar with the engagement gap, it's basically that in 2020, new relationships were forced to get really serious really quickly or dissolve completely. So for weddings, that made a crazy 2021 and 2022, but by the end of 2023, things were looking a little less good. A lot of the engagement gap data also came from diamond companies, which I think is a little bit skewed. With lab-grown diamonds costing 80% less than natural diamonds, I see a few things happening. One, the floor is going to fall out of diamonds being in every wedding thing. They've essentially been devalued, and while it's still a staple in weddings right now, so was the garter toss until like 5 years ago. I've already seen this happening in my weddings. Invest in alt stones, rocket ship diamond moon hands. I'm kidding. This isn't an investment channel. Unless you want to invest in yourself. Until December 31st, I'm running a crazy pre-sale on my 10-step going full-time in weddings video series. What would you say if I could book you another 2, 3, or 5 weddings per year? Would that be worth $2,000? Probably, right? Well, I'm not charging anywhere close to that. This video series is $399, but that's when it comes out on January 1st, 2025. If you pre-order it right now, you save $300, which is crazy. So it's $99, and it comes with a ton of bonuses like my full preset collection, which is $89 on its own, and my Flash for Wedding Photographers course that goes through everything I do for on and off camera flash on wedding days, plus my contract, email templates, and a bunch of other bonuses. The only catch is that you have to get it before December 31st, 2024. As always, a 100% money back guarantee. If the series isn't what you're expecting, just send me an email and I'll send your money back. There is no risk. Invest in yourself today. Wow, what a smooth integration. So easy mode, is there even such a thing? I'm here to tell you, yes, there is. Let's talk about long-term easy mode first, and then we'll get into short-term easy mode. Something interesting happens after you book your first full-time wedding season. The season that follows it is just a heck of a lot easier to book. Organic referrals come in more often. You have a ton of images to use in your marketing. You're at venues and working with other vendors every single weekend. Plus, you're probably ending up on preferred vendor lists at venues as well. Note, I have a full video about that in the 10-step video series. Pre-order now. And I would have to say that the greatest easy mode hack is becoming a preferred vendor at a number of different venues that you enjoy working at. After 20 years in this business, over half of my inquiries every year come from being a preferred vendor. And if you're not familiar with what a preferred list is, it's sometimes a physical list that they give to people that come in to see their venue. It's also sometimes a magazine, and sometimes it's just an online website. Well, it is important to be on that list, and it does take some effort. There is a good chance that other photographers are on that list as well. So while the tier 1 goal is to get onto the list, the S level is to become the venue's favorite vendor to work with. You want to be the person that the person in the sales meeting with the couple is verbally saying that you should go book with this photographer. Beyond that, a lot of couples probably know a wedding vendor or two. Maybe they know a florist or a makeup artist. And when they're wedding planning, they're probably asking those vendors for suggestions on who to book for photography. Now, this is the super advanced rocket science route. It's very difficult and challenging to do, but to become the photographer that they tell their friends about, here's the hard part. You just have to send them images after the wedding. I know it's a super difficult task. Honestly though, I bet if a makeup artist does 40 weddings in a season, they probably see a final gallery unprompted from maybe 1 or 2 weddings. Prompted where they're emailing out, maybe 10 or 15 photographers will send them images. But if you're just the one sending them images, you're going to be the #1 person on their mind. The easy way to make this happen is first sign up with pic-time. I'll put a link down below. If you use that link, you get a free month, so use the link here. Then on the wedding day, you quickly set up a gallery on your phone and you get the vendor the QR code or have them click the link and register. And then when the images go online, they're automatically notified. They also have to click a box that says, I agree to tag the photographer with your handles on social media. So that makes it really, really easy. And also just, it's a really professional approach to it. For getting on preferred venue lists, the shortcut is making money for those venues. If you're marketing that venue by posting images, writing blog posts, maybe doing reels or a YouTube video about them, they're going to love you. And then the last step to becoming a preferred vendor is usually at some point you just have to ask to be on the list. So long-term wedding business, as long as you're a good human that runs a good business, it does become a lot easier. So all the hard work you're putting in now, I guarantee that it is worth it on the other side. Personally, I worked a 9-to-5 job and also nights at an Outback Steakhouse while I was getting my business started. And I was probably running some pretty intense weeks for that year. But doing that hard year allowed me to quit my 9-to-5 job and the Outback job as well. And now I just work for myself. My favorite part about working for myself is having full control over my calendar. If I don't feel like working for a day or need time off to go travel, no problem. It really is a dream come true. Now, short-term easy mode. This might seem ridiculous looking at an oversaturated market, but the oversaturated market is better than no market. People have already proved that there is a market, they've set the rates and local people are comfortable with them and they're willing to book. And in this oversaturated market, the established veterans get into that comfy easy mode track that is talked about, and it opens up a lot of opportunities for you if you're just coming up. As someone that's been in the industry for a long time, I know what I should be doing. Like I should be blogging every single wedding. I shot 40 weddings this year, and how many did I blog? If you guessed one, you'd be correct. Although technically it was from last year. So as you can see, I'm leaving huge opportunities out there for easy known things that you can do. Now you might say that's fine, but there are 100 other photographers trying to make it right now. How do I differentiate myself from them and how do I make it? Well, I would say by being serious enough about it and getting this far into a YouTube video about wedding photography business education that you are going to be in that 1%. You are going to try harder than anyone else, so your success is a lot more guaranteed. But why, you might ask, is this specific year on easy mode? Number one, you have so many resources, audiobooks like mine and thousands of others, YouTube videos, courses like my presale that you can get to the end of the month, and what is pretty much unlimited short form content as well, all out there on the internet. When I was personally first getting started, there were maybe 20 people putting out educational content for wedding photographers. Now there are thousands. Number two, weddings are coming back. If you understand paid ads, there is a full video in the 10-step presale course that you can get. And if you understand how to create content that will get you booked, you are going to dominate. I know a lot of us have this dream that our work is good enough that we're going to organically succeed and I'll never have to do paid. And I think it's important to get to that point where you do start to succeed organically, but then the gas pedal is paid ads. Find out what is organically converting bookings and crank it to 11 with paid. And number three, why weddings are on easy mode this year, they are back to normal numbers. And right now you are staring into the largest booking season of the year. The end of December, January, February, and March are crazy for engagements and bookings. So if you're working hard over the next few months, you can convert an entire full season. So get on it right now, or if you don't have time, you can use a program like Focal Ignite that will just do it all for you. You get a studio manager to run your paid ads in the best way and convert those incoming leads. That's all for today. If you do want to get in on that pre-order course of the 10 steps to full-time and save $300, making only $99, which is just $10 more than my preset pack, and you'll be getting that as a bonus, as well as my $199 flash photography course is also included. And even more extras than that, you just have to get in before December 31st, 2024, when the price goes up to $399. Again, 100% money back guarantee. If you sign up and it's not for you, just send me an email. My email is here on the screen and I will send your money back. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.